Good evening, Chair, Vice Chair, and fellow Planning Commissioners. The City of Oxnard has received an alcohol special use permit application for Taqueria Cuernavaca under Planning and Zoning number 23 510 05. The application was submitted by business owner Joaquin Solorzano. The project site is located at 1801 East Ventura Boulevard. This is a request for approval of a special use permit to allow the sale of beer and wine for on-site consumption at an existing 1,870 square foot restaurant with an outdoor patio of 484 square feet on a 15.9-acre site. The standard hours of alcohol sales are from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. The facility proposes to operate from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. This is a vicinity map of the general location of the project site, which is on the upper northeast corner of the city of Oxnard. Here is an aerial image of the subject restaurant Taqueria Cuernavaca, which can be found at 1801 East Ventura Boulevard. The project site is also located within the Marketplace Retail Center. The project's land use designation is commercial regional under the 2030 general plan, as seen in the left image. The site's zoning designation is retail commercial within the Rose Santa Clara corridor specific plan. The project site is primarily surrounded by commercial uses, with the south of the property being zoned Business Research Park and it currently operating as retail. To the east and west of the project site, the current land uses are that of restaurants, and to the north, auto sales and retail. Here we have site photos, another aerial image of the project site, and to the right we have the entrance of Taqueria Cuernavaca. Below that we have a view from Ventura Boulevard. Here we have a site plan of the project location, also depicting the adjacent outdoor patio. Here we find the floor plan of the establishment, including the outdoor patio. To the rear of the restaurant, the business will be storing the alcohol, which will be both out of view and out of reach of its customers. There will be no additional changes proposed as part of this permit to the building itself. The police department did provide us with a report for the alcohol permit. The report summary found that the crime rate within 1,000 feet of the site is lower than the average for commercial property citywide. The beat coordinator, who is responsible for the day-to-day monitoring of activity and deployment of police resources for the surrounding area, said that the location is not generally considered to be a policing problem and has not required any specific attention. Several nearby business operators were contacted and interviewed regarding this business's request to sell alcoholic beverages. None of the parties contacted had an objection to the issuance of this permit. There are currently 5 establishments located within 1,000 feet of the project site that have the right to sell alcoholic beverages. There is a Type 41, 2 Type 47s, a Type 21, and lastly a Type 20. The Type 41 is for the Teppan Steakhouse, which is also located at 1801 East Ventura Boulevard. It is just in the adjacent suite, Suite B. Some of the findings were that crime rate around the site is below commercial average. Per city standards, there is a undue concentration. However, per state standards, it was found that there is no undue concentration. According to the ABC, 5 on-sale licenses are permitted within this census tract, which resulted in the finding of an undue concentration. Some of the notable conditions of approval were that of 14 and 15, noting that the permittee and all sellers or servers and their immediate supervisors shall complete a course in responsible beverage service approved by the chief of police within 60 days of license granting and or date of employment. Condition 16 stated that sales of alcohol may only occur between the hours of 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. And lastly, condition 18 stating that the premises shall be equipped and maintained in good faith as a bona fide eating establishment. This project is categorically exempt in accordance with Section 15301, Class 1, existing facilities of the State California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA guidelines. Projects involving negligible or no expansion of use beyond that existing at the time of the lead agency's determination may be found to be exempt from the requirements of CEQA. This project does not require physical development. It does not trigger thresholds in city CEQA guidelines or exceptions to the exemptions. A notice of exemption will be filed. Community input. The project site is not located within a designated residential community and neighborhood as identified within the City of Oxnard neighborhoods map of the city's 2030 general plan. As such, a community workshop was not required. Nearby business operators were contacted regarding this application and its proposed operations. To date, staff has not received any concerns or public comments regarding the proposed project. Public comment. Consistent with public noticing requirements, the Planning Commission hearing was advertised in the newspaper with an ongoing site posting and by mail to property owners within 300 feet of the subject property. To date, staff has not received any additional concerns or public comments regarding the proposed project. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission find the project to be categorically exempt from environmental review pursuant to the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA guidelines, section 15301, existing facilities, and that the Commission adopt resolution to approve planning and zoning permit number 23-510-05, special use permit alcohol, subject to certain findings and conditions. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.